feel that. I was up before the sunrise, quicker than the drug dealers. Tell me if it's on. Give me another one. I don't know what y'all scared for. What's up, fellas in the chat room? Brian King. Good to see this shit that's going on the internet, Brian. Got another one for you, champion. You just sit right there and watch the show. Press button. You just sit right there, Brian. Right there. I feel like Thanos. Nah. I feel like Professor X. Nah, we going a little deeper today. What up, Sid? I good to see you. Forest Glory, Shiva, Royal Purple. Let me see who out there. Amanda, Ollie Ware, Mr. Success Builder. Let me see. Noble One. That's a new one. Lewis, good to see you. Stay working, my friend. Stay working. Pop Deuce, Taj, Marley. Let me see. Sindane, I see you. Bowcat, good to see you out there, champion. You gonna love this one. Yeah, I know you. I know this morning was dope. That's dope. I was like, damn, I'm gonna wake up early in the morning, just put this on, like for anybody out there that want to watch. And y'all showed up this morning. Got a shout out to y'all. Noble One wasn't there, but he'll be in the next one. He'll be in the next one. What a time it is to be alive. Let me see. I'll wait. It's 168. Okay, we'll wait. I'll wait. Yep, because I don't figured it out. Press one. And what I mean by I figured it out, that mean the whole team as a collective, not just Kev. I say that for my haters out there. But I'm trying to find, always seeking knowledge. Good to see you out there. Yeah, always seeking knowledge. Let me see. Let me see who else is out there. Mr. Six, what up with it? The real Mr. Six, press what? He with his mama do it. He with his aunties do it, Mr. Six. All this money making nigga do it. My man, Mr. Six in the building. Let me see. Yeah, hit that link, Mr. Six. Press one. Support the broadcast. I am not doing the whole Teespring thing. I think I got the knowledge and the wisdom to do the shit myself. You know what I'm saying? That's why it's taking enough time trying to get my shit in order, because I don't even need it. I got the right people around that can make shit happen right now. So, shout out to the people who want T-shirts and sweaters and stuff like that. K Morgan, 2045, you're going to love this show, champion. Hey, guess what? I done found out the secrets of Dolph. Press one. Yeah, I know you ain't going to believe me. Talk to him, Nip. Yeah. I done found the secrets of Dolph, nigga.
Sometimes you gotta talk that talk to
You
them.
gotta talk that talk to them niggas.
Sometimes they can't handle it.
They can't handle it.
But we don't care.
I don't care.
Yeah, it's a moment that's special.
Hey.
That's what happens. Stay down, the game bless you. That's what happens. Don't fold, the game test you.
Yeah.
If you pass it, you gone, they can't catch you.
And it's permanent. I've been down, I deserve this shit.
Rough Rider Rockefeller on my murder shit.
Yes.
Try to threaten me with the fame, ain't concerned with it. Only worry about the green,
I'm
I'm
a
a herbalist.
herbalist.
Even though next level look, still achieving those. 7 digits, model bitches, and arena shows.
arena shows.
100,000, make a transfer cause my visa low. Every week I send a text like that
The GSO, even though
feeling like Jigga in the GSO. Me and Boogie on some need to know. Watching ATL, nigga on the PS4.
See, they mad.
They hate nothing, I don't even know.
Nipsey Hussle when the league is on.
Oh.
Niggas lame, but to each his own. Change the game, now I need a throne. $500,000 Uncle Sam,
Hate to see it go.
All money in the squad, nigga, even though.
Man, it's hot like a ghetto.
Ghetto.
Calling from the ghetto.
Ghetto.
Live from the ghetto.
Ghetto.
From the ghetto. We ain't like you, we don't like you, we don't like you. We ain't nothing like you, goddamn.
I'll snipe you. Calling from the ghetto.
Calling from the ghetto. We need help down here. Food around here. Or we gon' spray everything down here.
We begging for free change down here.
Live from the ghetto. Pick up a call from the ghetto. Pick up a call
God
from the
damn.
ghetto. We ain't like like you, we ain't never like you, we ain't even like your type. Man, we'll snipe your type, you gone. Live from the ghetto. Man, it's live from the ghetto. Came from nothing and made it something. Now I got the whole hood jumping. Tell me what you want.
Press one.
Calling from the ghetto. Got the block hot like a kettle. Can't even come back to your hood everywhere. Yeah, we good.
Bless you too. Last thing y'all heard was I believe the last thing was we found the anti-life equation. Press what? Let me see. Royal Purple said that's not physics, that's physical. Universe. The Royal Purple don't graduate it. Won't it? She don't graduate it. Wait a minute, that's not physics, that's physical. Y'all retorted. Press 1, Universe 25, Bungalow, stand up. Good to see y'all out there, but look. We have found the anti-life equation. Press 1. This gonna hurt. This gonna hurt. This gonna hurt a little bit. Libby Lou, calm down. The question is, when did Billy say he was the Antichrist? Talk about Christ consciousness, the Christ within and raising vibration. Libby, simmer down in the back. My internet chat room troll, simmer down. My title don't say Billy Carson says he's the Antichrist. You got the wrong channel. That's not what my title say. My title say the Emerald Tablet. The Emerald Tablet of Thoth isn't real. Billy Carson's whole existence is Antichrist.
Not like this.
That's what I said.
Not like this.
You need to learn how to comprehend. You know what comprehension is? Comprehension of words? Huh? Or did white supremacy disguised as Christ consciousness just take over your whole body? Press 1. Karen. Nobody asked you. Your Christ consciousness ain't nothing. What did Christ consciousness do for you? Nothing. You ain't growing no intelligence. Not at all. At all. Your intelligence ain't went nowhere in Christ consciousness at all. Just make believe. Mumbo jumbo. It's for you people who need synthetic ways of being spiritual because you don't have Christ in your life. You're Antichrist. So it's just a way that you little demon particles can try to stimulate your mind into believing that you're all one with the divine in consciousness, and the frequency of 5.234 megahertz is somehow connecting you to nothing. Nothing at all. You just in the room on a magic carpet going like this, but your dumb ass. You don't got no spiritual basis. You don't have nothing. You just paint your toenails, curl your little stupid hair. Every time it's time to eat, you fill up your belly. That's it. That's when you pretend to be at some vibrational state and your pineal gland. Where's that? Where the fuck is your pineal gland to open that? I don't see nothing. Your life ain't got no better. You still a victim of white supremacy. You're fucked up. You're fucked up. You're done. I don't want to hear none of that shit. I just joined after watching the debate. What is the other day? What does the current topic have to do with Billy? I don't know yet. I don't know. What does this topic have to do with Billy? Hey y'all, this fella bumped my head into this chat room. Y'all so retarded. See, they don't have no. They have to come up with ways and things to believe, like the Book of Thoth. They don't have nothing else. So the thought of Thoth not being real and in some imaginary person high on mushroom and white supremacy temples across America, fine. Dress up and become whoever you want to be. Just because you can't see it. Or maybe you're a part of it. I don't know. See, me and my team, we know where your ideology come from. We know why it's devil in your heart. You think you have Christ consciousness, but you don't. You don't. That's a facade. That's a facade. Devil's magic. Kabbalah. Occult practices make you believe things like this. That's why you stop. Look, where you go? Where you go? Where'd she go, Libby? Where'd you go? Come back. Come back. Come motherfucking back. Let me guess. You believe there's reptilians in the caves underwater, too? In the system, and the reptilians is grabbing up everything, and that's your belief, right? The pineal glands, the chakras raise up your spine, go all the way up to the back of your head, and secretion happen you're supposed to have, other than fabulous artwork. Let me see. Every time I say let me see, they show me a picture of somebody like this with that 3D animation going, whoa. I don't care about that stuff. That's make believe. Delusions of your own heart. You need psychiatry help. Now, one of y'all, you can't raise your chakras on the internet, in the chat room. You can't do none of that stuff. You people are the most evil people. How you your chakras raised? You supposed to be walking around in the gown, walking around with no shoes, talking about peace to the world with the eternal flame of destiny in your hands. I would like to present my case that the Thoth, hold on, family, press what? I would like to present that this stuff ain't even real. Y'all just believing in anything, sigils and numbers and backwards letters. Put on the tablet, and what does the tablet tell you? Nothing. Scribble, scrabble. Our laws ain't made in scribble, scrabble. I would have thought these type of would have more construct being than these were Palladians and shit. And it was the more divine shit language, and that should say abba dabba, yabba dabba do. That's what that should say, yabba dabba do. It don't say nothing. It has to be a non-language. Can't no non-language be translated into language. You don't even know what it is. Can a nigga, let me ask you a question. Can a nigga from South Central read Japanese? No. You not finna transcribe. Your brain ain't finna you work for that. You can't. That's not earthly, remember? You can't translate shit you can't read, stupid. I told y'all this was the mind of the white supremacist. To put you in a holographic reality with them made up Tatarias and this one and that one. Look at them getting mad. Look at them. Look, he mad. They mad now. You mad? That shit ain't real. White supremacy does that. When you closing in on the truth, they go, hey, remember Tataria world? They had all this wonderful tech. No, white supremacists ain't never invented nothing on earth but destruction and mayhem and dominating other people of skin and color. Press one, brown people. They ain't never did nothing but do that. That's why niggas scared to talk to this day. They looking like, Kev doing miracle work. Yeah, because I'm right here. Yeah. They ain't doing nothing but trying to dominate. Press one. That's all they do. That's it. They ain't invented nothing but world domination, universe domination, like Neely Fuller said. Anywhere out there, they better be white. They better not look like these people, or they gonna destroy it. You know that. I don't even know why y'all sitting up here presenting this is the Nazi regime, Darth Vader you've been dreaming of. They're your friends, not mine. Y'all and the white supremacists. And what's the mindset? They got to be placed on the African American dream world. Dolph, the Book of the Dead, which happens to be the laws I'm confined in real life. Now I got this concept of alien and bondage, and we all this just happened to be in law. Right around the time y'all came around this motherfucker and destroyed and stole everything. You know? They always blaming the aliens. Now check this out. Remember I told y'all back in the day there was a government overthrow and they disguised it as alien invasion. Talking about War of the Worlds. Just complete annihilation. Just can't take responsibility for what they do. Like Eve, just the snake did it. White supremacists never take responsibility for the black genocide and the people they destroyed and made couches and sofas and lampshades out of 150, 60, 100 years ago. Every time you about to figure something out, every time you about to get something, oh, look, right here, reparation for everybody else but you. That's it. And then there's people like this. The Emerald Tablet believer, the black ones. Y'all sitting up here believing in a goddamn holographic reality because you in it. Stupid. You in it. Your whole thought process don't became, nigga, a hologram, a simulation. That's exactly what they need for your ass to go right up and goddamn in the inferno. Yeah, just keep walking. Remember, none of this is real. It's all a simulation. Yeah, so everything your people ever went through was just a simulation. It wasn't real. And the Anunnaki did this. I'm sorry. You know, like Atlanteans and shit. Palladian. Comic book characters made into holy relics. And these people sitting around with dreadlocks talking about, and then the Dolph and the Emerald Tablet, they don't translate it to Emerald Tablet. I told y'all what that was, white supremacy. I told you that was some Asian shit. They like, well, them Asian letters, bro. This is curses and sigil magic and code. This is different type. This is machine. Remember I told y'all. This is different. That's the Emerald Tablet. Only aliens that's around this motherfucker doing that type of reverse engineering is computer head. This look like laser engravement computer shit. Y'all just didn't trying to convince me they had more technology and this one and that one. Pew, pew. Shut your dumb ass up. Our people going through shit out here. Y'all out here, nigga. Pew, yeah, and then Tataria, you ain't heard every algorithm that no nigga don't jumped on the bandwagon of a Russian or German white supremacist thought process. And swear they so black power. They don't mix black power. Went Tataria and flat earth. What's not real? Call it in, comedians. And press 1. Call it in. You know it's not real. Whatever you trying to connect to is not real. That's what. That's what. Prove it. Look, I'm gonna beat you before you even call 424, and you when you do, just know what's following in. Show me it's real. Show me Inky and Leo. Show me. And show me the value it has. Show me. That's all I'm asking. Translate it right here. Speak it. You can't. You like a Hebrew Israelite who can't speak Hebrew. You can't. You can't translate something that's not real. my Palladian brother. Come out of your Hellenistic ideology. It's not real for you. That's a program, that a mind control program that was used to dice up the mind and turn it into a holographic perception because they know just what you think and how far you can see. That's all. How to mentally keep you under control. That's it. It's not real. You on Shutter Island, nigga. It's not real. Yeah. Hit the like button and subscribe. Are all the students here? Press 1. All the Billy Carson and Thoth Emerald Tablet believers here? Press 2. I need to know the difference. Because I love all y'all. I'm trying to help you so you don't continue this tomorrow. You know, it's going to take some time for you to get your life in order. You know, it's hard to admit that the stuff you don't believe, that you believe in the most, isn't real because you're antichrist. That's why. If you're antichrist, you're anti-life. That's it. You trying to find something else because you so in denial, you feel God don't love you and you've rejected God long enough. And God was trying to tell you, just because you don't love me and reject me, don't do nothing. And you just neglectfully just, I don't like my parents, so why would I? God ain't you've been playing. And you better come down from your boastful throne, because Kev, about to destroy your shit. And I don't want you to go into like convulsions and shit. I don't want you to be sitting up there all bug-eyed like your leader. You know, you up here watching characters in your brain, you still ain't put it together. Me, Taj, and the whole outlaw crew, we being put masters of disguise. We know who is who to the best of our ability. At least we're trying. Press 1. But y'all thought we wasn't going to get to the Albert Pike of this shit?
Not like this. Not like this.
Yeah, what y'all thought? No disrupting my speech. Thank you. Get up out of here. You on 30 minutes of confinement. Y'all thought we wasn't going to get to this nonsense. Eventually, it was all going to make sense. Eventually, it was all going to make sense. I told you the fraud department is the TVA of the universe. It didn't stop with Brother Polite, Young Pharaoh, and you ghouls and goblins out there. I know they don't like me still, but they all worship the Greeks and the Osiris believers. This is y'all shit. Kev, this is y'all shit. I told you. You've been living in the dream world. When I say I told you, that means the information came. Press 1, the information I've been waiting for. See? When I say it, it's because I told you. Why don't you ain't never asked me what superhero would I be though? Why I do this? You know? Y'all ain't gave this no credence. I'ma prove that this is a mind control based program. And all of that stuff that y'all believe in out there is a part of the program. I'ma prove it. This is small work. You know, this is my work of my students. I say it, they get it. Because they know the truth. So they just gonna, if Kev got the truth, he's the cheat sheet. All you gotta do is sit back and watch Kev, and then you just give Kev the notes, and then Kev says, oh, told you. That's how it works. That's how it works. That's why I said I'm going to develop the best. I'm going to be best friends with everybody. Can't stop me. I'm like Puffy and Mace at that one party. And not at the one party, in that one part. Can't nobody take my pride. Can't nobody. I was about to say I was at the P. Diddy party. Got him. No, sir. I got so much media on my mind. No, my next show is the P. Diddy party. But yeah, can't stop, won't stop. That's how I feel right now. Because I've been sitting up here, they've been so boastful, so knowledgeable about the word of God, and they disrespect and blasphemy and just sitting up here looking like a CGI created individual, you know, ran by his wife, weirdo number two, acting like she's an African American with all this sassiness. Press one, get thrown back into the water. Go take a shower. Hit that like button and subscribe. Spawn, Blade, hell no. What the fuck is that? That's not nothing. Spawn, Blade? For real? Hell no. Them is little dude. Them is little superheroes. Nah. Oh, Spawn and Blade, nah. Blade don't, I don't throw things, and vampires is not enough. You can keep guessing though. You can keep guessing though. So, the Emerald Tablets of Thoth. Let's get to work, Kev. One more again. Let's see what we got here. Okay? I want y'all to, we're going to go to the, see the thing about the truth is you got to go to the source, right? I told y'all, they spend so much time hating on the Bible. All we got to do is find out the source of what they believe and challenge them on their information. See, Christians be so emotional, they be in defense mode, trying to defend, and in their defense, they even repel and beat them up. That's nothing but, see, me, I go on offense. See, I want to know. You know? I want to know who you are. Dr. Xavier? No. Look at the fellas. Now they relate. Look. What superhero, Kev? I see, I just got a nice smile. I'm going to give you a hint. I'm really mean and destructive. You know, so get to it. Get to it, my superhero hunters. You got it. Now, I want to play something that led me down the path of greatness. This is so sad, y'all. God has really made me a doctor. This is sad. I can't even focus on it because now everybody know the Book of Thoth. Everybody know the Book of Thoth. I'm so silly with it. All right, Billy Carson and his Book of Thoth and the Emerald Tablet. Right? Now, within that construct, I use good words like that. Within that construct of Thoth, there are good people who believe that this tablet was given. Press one. I'm going to let Billy explain it a little bit. I'm going to let Billy do it first. Let me type it in YouTube or Google. Okay, so Billy can break down the Book of Thoth. Billy Carson, world-renowned alien man. Let's talk about it.
Variations of waves of light that exist, we will be completely distracted. We can only see just less than 1% of the light waves that actually exist. Truthfully, we mostly only get RGB. That's it, right? Red, blue, and green, and combinations of those red, blue, and greens. It's pretty interesting. But these waves go out encoded with information. So this cell phone is connected to a tower that has microwaves, right? The data in the phone transmits out. It rides that beam of light, that microwave, it's a light wave. It rides it to the tower. It's piggybacking it to the tower. From that tower, it gets sent to other towers around.
Come on, let's go.
So Thoth is being spoken to by his father, Thothme, who's also known as Ea Enki in the Sumerian cuneiform tablets. these are the same two people. And he's being talked to and spoken to about fulfilling a plan after a global disaster happened on Earth, which is pretty interesting, right? So I'm going to go in here and start off reading directly from the book. And Thoth said, speaking the word, calling the power, deep in Earth's heart, the sons of Amenti heard and hearing, directing and changing of the flower of fire that burns eternally, changing and shifting using the logos, until that great fire changed its direction. Over the world then broke the great waters. He's talking about deep in Earth's heart, the sons of Amenti heard and hearing, directing the changing of the flower of fire. We're talking about...
No, it's not. It's talking about... What the fuck is it talking about? That's not what I got from it. You know what I think of when I hear shit like this? I think of Disney and that song in Moana. I've been staring at the edge of the water long as I can remember, never really knowing why. Press one. I was raised upon the water, and I can go back to the Father, no matter how hard I try. That's all I don't see what y'all see. I never did. All I see is Disney movies made into religion. Narnia and Avatar. Y'all keep grasping for Stan Lee's gods. And press one. But I'll let him continue on because this is great. This is great.
Core. We're talking about the internal core of the planet itself. Right now, you're hearing in the news that what? The core of the Earth is getting ready for a reversal. Every so many tens of thousands of years, this happens. It's normal. It even creates a reversal of Earth's magnetic field. So right now, if you go out to any area where there's volcanic activity and you can get your hand on some volcanic rocks, some really old volcanic rocks, and you take those volcanic rocks and you check the position or the orientation of the atoms, if they're more than 27,000 years old, you will find out that the atoms are oriented opposite. In other words, north is south and south is north, meaning that the Earth's magnetic field is recorded in volcanic rocks. Okay? And we know this is basic.
No, that just means the rocks went upside down when they fell on the ground when they blew out the volcano.
Archaeology 101. This is what they teach you. But what's interesting about this is it means that the Earth's magnetic field, it flips every so many tens of thousands of years. On average, around every 26, 27,000 years, the Earth's magnetic field does a flip. Now, what's happening here in this current era, if you begin to research the Earth's magnetic field, you discover that Earth's magnetic field is actually warping and wrinkling in a way that's even letting a lot of radiation and cosmic rays hit the planet because it's bending in a way. And the magnetic north has begun to move. And where is it now? Magnetic north has now moved over Russia. It's actually just now beginning to pass Russia. So it's been ticking field. You discover is it means that the Earth's magnetic field, it flips every so many tens of thousands of years. On average, around every 26, 27,000 years, the Earth's magnetic field does a flip. Now, what's happening here in this current era, if you begin to research the Earth's magnetic field, you discover that Earth's magnetic field is actually warping and wrinkling in a way that's even letting a lot of radiation and cosmic rays hit the planet because it's bending in a way. And the magnetic north has begun to move. And where is it now? Magnetic north has now moved over Russia. It's actually just now beginning to pass Russia. So it's been ticking away as our magnetic field is preparing itself for a complete flip, south to north and north to south. This is what Thoth is talking about here in the Emerald Tablets. He's talking about something that we're experiencing right now today in modern science. You can Google this, you can look it up. It'll be on all the mainstream news pages that the Earth's core is slowing down and getting ready for a reversal. and Earth's magnetic field is overdue for a magnetic flip. Now, what's more proof of this? Look this up. The fact that airlines have had to rewrite or recode the numbers, the degree numbers on the runways, because all airplanes travel through different coordinates for runway so they can line with the runway properly, right? They have to align with the runway. And even in autopilot, they begin to create that alignment. The plane knows what it's supposed to do, and the pilots, of course, know what they're supposed to do. But because magnetic north has been moving, and planes fly based on magnetic north, not North Star.
I won't make it in Anunnaki University. I'll be in the bungalows. I will be over there smoking weed, giggling and shit, getting sent to the office. If I went to Anunnaki's Billy Carson School. Me, as bright as I am and smart, I'll be a retard over there on purpose. Because I couldn't get past giggling. I think I'll be giggling the whole time, looking at people pretend that they understand what the hell he doing. Nigga ain't got a microscope, a solar, nothing, a telescope, nothing. He just up, he ain't even got the scientist vest on. He don't look like Albert Einstein or nothing. Press one, he just up there just going. And this is what y'all traded Christ in for.
They fly on magnetic north. They've had to rewrite the coordinates on runway so planes can make the proper alignment to land. Because if they didn't, planes would be crashing into the water, on other runways, not being able to land properly. This is how important this is. In this particular situation, it had caused a global disaster, or it was a result of a global disaster. Can you see here what happens? Shifting and using the logos. The logos is an energy, so the energy of the earth has shifted. Until that great fire changed its direction, until the Earth's molten core flipped and went in the
It's not global warming. It's Dolph, the Atlantean.
Direction, which creates what? A magnetic flip. Broke the waters. Here comes the global disaster. Over the world, then broke the waters. We're talking about the first occurrence of a great flood in recorded history on these emerald tablets, all right? Drowning and sinking, changing Earth's balance, until only the Temple of Light was left standing on the great mountain of Undal. So there's a mountain that's so tall at this time.
Called the mountain Undal. We ain't gonna never find that mountain. Undal? Where is this, brother? And this is what you got from the Emerald Tablet.
Temple on top, and the only thing that was standing was the top of the temple. Everything else was completely covered in water because it had such a global disaster happened that shifted the oceans to move across the land in a way, probably had a pole shift of the crust of the earth itself, not to mention a pole shift of the magnetic field. And then on top of that, you have water being displaced in mass, and that mass then shifts and moves over the land, creating a global flood. Some who were living, saved from the rush of the fountains. If you read the Epic of Gilgamesh, which is the original and full account of
the what? That's the Smurfs, episode 239, nigga. And it's not Gilgamesh, it's what's his name? Was the evil man from motherfucking Smurfs? 80s baby, stand the fuck up. Gargamel, nigga. That is not real, bro. That's Gargamel. Gilgamesh is Gargamel. From the Smurfs. Is anybody gonna tell these people? I told y'all, it's gonna be the simplicity of it that's gonna let y'all know who we and they are. We know what proeans and shit is. We know these niggas believe in this Gargamel. These niggas believe in cartoons. Mad than a motherfucker. What superhero would I be? I woke up and seen my people worshiping a tablet by Gargamel in the Temple of Gargamel. Mm, mm, mm. Oh my goodness, my stomach hurt. Is this what y'all believe in? I put my faith in God, blessed and still breathing. And even though it's hard, that's what I believe in. I'm never doing this.
Story of Noah, which made it into the Bible. They copied it from the Epic of Gilgamesh, which is 6,000 years older than the Bible itself. Zuzudra is actually Noah. And you find that there were people, if you read the biblical version, and of course, if you read the original version in the Epic of Gilgamesh, there were people that survived this great flood. And it's saying it here in 36,000-year-old text, which predates the Epic of Gilgamesh and predates the Bible. Some there were who were living, saved from the rush of the fountains. Called to me then the master, saying, gather ye my people. The master is his father. His father is saying, get your people together, get your crew together. We got work to do. We got to fix this problem here. So Thoth says, take them by the arts ye have learned far across the waters. Take them by the arts ye have learned. In other words, your blueprint, your architectural design knowledge, your language knowledge, your rebuilding knowledge.
This is dumb. Stop trying to cover this stuff up and talk to me in long paragraphs. Speak it in English. Cool Handed Hand. Press 1. Somebody tell Cool Hand or any of these Thoth in Atlanteus white supremacists. Press 1. All of them. Tell them to call it in to the program. 424-209 and explain what I got on the screen. Read that in the front. Read it. You fool. Look at Imana. They all think they know. Oh, the world flooded back then is symbolic of the area they knew of then. Shut the fuck up and explain that better. Hell no. You got to do better with your simple brain. And black people, we got to stop letting people think we not as smart only for them to sound stupid. You bright too. You can't read this shit. This shit backwards Russian looking ass language. This is not ours. This ain't Hebrew, this ain't nothing. That's because it's way back in 20 AD, way before the thought of God ever came, and it came in a spaceship right here. Shut the fuck up. You ain't got nothing but Nazis who you got y'all information from. Shut the fuck up. And mind-controlled therapists. That's who y'all got this Emerald Tablet stuff from. Let me see if I got to do any shout-outs for my support team. Hey, Shoe 87, Bowcat, Ashley Tolliver, Damian Butler, D'Angelo Pruitt, Ollie Ware, A New Services, Cedric Jefferson, Pop Deuce, Lawrence McVeigh, Love, good to see you out there, Tasha Payton, and Jason Harris. Thank y'all for y'all contributions for today. If any Atlanteans want to call it in and explain this madness, call it in. You will not leave long, extended paragraphs in my chat room. Because if you can't speak, I think y'all know this shit sound dumb. I think y'all afraid. I think there's not one Atlantean. Go get, what's the little retarded looking dude? Brother Sanchez TV. Go get him. Bring him over here. Go get him. Go get Brother Sanchez or something so y'all can explain all this nonsense to us. This retardedness. I feel good. I feel good. You know why I feel good, Art? You know, I'm out here talking big shit against the Atlantean, Palladian, Thoth believers. They live in a mind-controlled reality. But we're going to let him speak about it just a little more before it becomes drowned out. Let me see who this is that just contributed. Lita McVeigh, shout out to you in the chat room. You little pantheons of religion cults. This looks upside down nonsense. Nobody can read this. How you going to translate this? Liar. You know how I know you lying? This is shit you write when you in mushroom world and you think you had in class, but you really took mushroom. You say, what was it? It looked like this. Draw it with blindfold. Draw it right what you wrote. It's this. They are insane. And I'm about to prove it. Guess what all this? Because it's 111 and y'all love numbers, right? Remember? It's 111. So do your numerology. All right, now watch this one. Where did this come from? Where did the mind program come from? And all of these characters originate from? Where? And I'm going to prove that all of y'all worship Lucifer. All this. It's time for y'all to wake up. Make sure you support the broadcast. It's 211 people up in here. We already at 1,700 views. And we ain't even cloud chasing. We just proving things. Can I go to Exhibit A? Okay, here we go. Now listen. This is the Exhibit A now. Let's get back to the facts. Let me go to my Instagram, my Don't Do Bad Things real quick. Y'all shouldn't be out here doing bad things, man. Y'all shouldn't have been out here talking about the Christians so much. It made me question, what is it? Y'all, all the knowledge about the text and the ancient text ain't finna do nothing about nothing when it come to the real. See, none of them can go here. They just can't. And I had to realize that they can't go. Nope. I was like, they all in bed with one another. The Greeks can't go here or nothing. So I'm finna show y'all where their ideology come from, if that's okay. Okay? If that's okay with y'all, you know, I'm going to show you where your ideology come from, why it's a mind control program, why all of it is a part of the white man's occultism and infringing upon the laws of this land. Press 1. I'm going to show you all that. And y'all going to have to contribute because it's the truth. Y'all worship this. This boy Kev bad, bro. Bad. All right, let me play this real quick for the audience. For my classroom, I apologize. It's really my classroom. Make sure you take out your notebooks.
A lot of the information that made it into this book right here come from ancient text.
Well, the Bible is a collection of ancient texts, so duh.
Everywhere where Jesus is actually speaking, his words actually come from the Emerald Tablets of Thoth, which are 36,000 years old.
Wow.
Oh, Billy. Where are the Emerald Tablets of Thoth? Can you show us them? What have Egyptologists said about them? You know, as well as I do, they don't exist. In 1925, Maurice Doreal claimed he went to the Great Pyramids of Giza, claimed he found the Emerald Tablets of Thoth, and then claimed he translated them. But he never produced a scrap of evidence to back up his claims, and at this point in your career, you've got to know this is true.
A lot of the information that made it into...
Now, what's the name? Maurice Doreal. I want each and his name is Maurice Doriel. I want everybody to turn to page 12 in their Caro notebooks, please. And you will see I have him pulled up already for the people in the bungalows and the new students. The people in bungalows don't mean they retarded or dumb. They just like to bully the new students. Act like they know the answer already. They've been doing this shit for years. There's alumni motherfuckers over there. They know. All right, they just want to beat up on the new students all the time. We smarter than y'all. That's what they do. All right, look. 1898 to 1963. Born Claude Dawkins was an American occultist and the founder of the Brotherhood of the White Temple.
Not like this. Not like this.
Wow. Not the Brotherhood of the White Temple. Now, hold on, Negroes. Damn. Now, hold on, Negroes. You know, I know that sounds like something already. Yeah, that's the Ku Klux Klan, believe. I told you. Now, watch this one. Now, Dorio claimed that during a 1925 visit to the Great Pyramids of Giza, he discovered a set of ancient emerald tablets belonging to ancient deity Thoth. Let's go to Thoth. Okay? Whom he reimagined as the king of Atlantis. Atlantis is a fictional island mentioned in Plato's work. They go to Greek. I told you. Damn. Damn. Told you. That fast. Now let's go back to him. Doriel then claimed he translated the text, which is published as the Emerald Tablets of Thoth the Atlantean, not to be confused with the medieval Hermetic
Not like this.
called the
Not
Emerald.
like this.
Yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy. In around 1930, Maurice Doriel formed the Brotherhood of the White Temple in Denver, having been involved in theosophy. He claimed that in 1931 in Los Angeles he met two Atlanteans who took him to a cave underneath Mount Shasta. Doriel quickly developed a cosmology.
Not like this. Not like this.
Focused on the inner earth, describing underground races. He claimed he learned about from the Atlantean. Doriel developed theories of an underground serpent race. During the 1950s, Doriel incorporated aliens into his view. He combined all of these into theory that in the second half of the 20th century, the serpent race would ally with the Antichrist. He believed that there were three types of flying saucers, including one piloted by the serpent people who were once icebound in Siberia, one become defrosted in.
Not like this. Not like this.
I think one motherfucker became defrosted and then replaced and overthrew the communist regime in Russia. In the late 1940s and 50s, Dorios relocated the Brotherhood near Sedalia, Colorado, where he predicted the nuclear war would happen in 1953, but that he and his community would be protected by the mountains in the valley and relocated it. He died in 1963. Ooh-wee. Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. That's who came up with this. You heard me? That's who came up with this. Hit that like button. And somebody said that's that Sherm talking. Exactly. Who just contributed to the show? Michael Bell said, I love this show. Very educational and fun. And fun, Mike. Press one, Mr. Bell. Shout out to you with that hot does up. All the way from California. Shout out to you, bro. It just keep getting worse and worse. Yep. So we did some more research because I get real suspicious when this motherfucker is the founder of y'all religion. Press one. It ain't no picture up here. Hit the like button and subscribe. See, and that made me real suspect because even Thurgood Marshall got pictures. Nigga, we know who Billy the Kid is. We know the first black cowboy. Nigga, we know, nigga, Taft. Nigga, all of these people we can look up. And we can name. And I was like, oh, this is going to be fun. Because I like when people hide from me. Like I ain't going to figure it out. Who is this guy? Let me show you who this is with this belief system y'all believe in. Hit the like button and subscribe. Ain't no going back from this point forward. I just want y'all to know I love y'all. Press what? We got him, ladies and gentlemen. Now I want you to take a real hard look, Taj, at this man. Sir. And you tell me who this is. Hit the like button and subscribe. This, my friend, is my good friend, Maurice Doriel. There's a reason why they don't got no real, you know. Remember, Taj, characters, remember? Look in his eyes, sir. Look at his earlobe, sir. Tell me what you see, champion. Hit that like button and subscribe. And remember, Kev told y'all. You know who this is? Hold on. Do you know who this is? No. No.
Not like this. Not like this.
You should. You should. Yeah. That's because you don't understand what mind control program you under. That's why. Your fraternities and religion is all under Aleister Crowley. That's it. That's who gave you yam, remember? And the alien, remember, all of this is the Brotherhood of the White Temple. The Emerald Tablet of the Atlantean. These are the same complexes, same psychological world that got you in this. The conscious energy grid. You are what you believe. Crackhead Crowley. Scooby-Doo. Crackhead Crowley. The most evil man in the world is the biggest white supremacist ever created. And that's the world. And that's what mind frame you have to be in to be controlled. As long as you believe in aliens and the thought process of Thoth and the Emerald Tablet, this is all Antichrist. You believe in the devil. You got the mind of the devil. Your religious construct, your horoscope is all Aleister Crowley on mushrooms. And it was all designed to keep you blinded. Black man. This was the mind that went into Hollywood. And like Stax is saying, Walt Disney. Huh? This is where your hermetic principles come from. Huh? This is where all your thought process come from. You want to know why you trapped in white supremacy? Because you don't know that this is a psychological thing. It was all based on how to destroy Adam. Hit the like button and subscribe and turn him into the devil. Like them. That's it. Dr. Doriel founded the Brotherhood of the White Temple. You think that's any different from the Hermetic principles of Aleister Crowley? No, these are the same people. This is the same ideology. Same mind frame. Same agenda. You worried about Jay-Z. Jay-Z believed in Aleister Crowley. In the practices of Aleister Crowley. Which is, what did he say? He is the beast, right? 666. Right? So, Aleister Crowley is what it is. An American occultist. Yeah, so he discovered the Palladians, all of these things. He translated the text. So y'all want to see his God? Y'all want to see what his God looked like? Let me show you. Let me show you. The Hermetics ain't gonna be able to. All this numerology stuff they know is gonna happen by the numbers because they understand. We're white supremacists. You don't understand. You looking at them like, oh, y'all, they know gematria. No, they don't. They just know the codes. When it happens, they know. So you're amazed by them. I'm not. Them are the works of the little demons of Satan. You're a cultist. What do you think about the Rosicrucians? Nigga, am I talking about the Rosicrucian? No, I'm not. I'm talking about this right here. Dreaming the world about no goddamn Rosicrucians to fantasize with you in time immemorial about nothing. Show me. I'm talking about him. It's always, what do you think about this? And what do you think about that? And are you a contributor to my program? No, I'm just asking. Get the fuck on. I'm talking to my team, my audience. I'm talking to them. What up, DNS? I'm talking to them. You ain't a member, bro. You ain't no gangbanger. You don't know the sign. You don't really go to this class, bro. You just sit down. You got to be out here right now here, bro. So this is the mind frame. I told y'all they was all Catholics. Didn't I tell y'all? And you were caught in their psychological world of deception. These folks are insane. Insane. There is no coming back from that. This is the belief system of Aleister Crowley and the Hermetic principles, right? So a lot of people don't even know who Aleister is. That's who Jay-Z believe in, remember? Y'all believe y'all pharaohs and stuff, right? Well, good. As long as you're in the construct of your religion is controlled by the thought process and the spirit of Aleister Crowley and team. You're no different than this. He dressed up like what? The beast in Revelation. And have no problem leading you down the occult. You should really decode. Why should I decode the Emerald Tablets of Thoth? Why do that? God told me, don't eat from that tree. And Satan said, you should not surely die. Why should I really decode it? There's nothing to decode. This is the tree God told you don't eat from. You shouldn't be playing with this. You know, like the Ouija board. Make sure you support this broadcast. Like the Ouija board. Why would I do that? He told me. Don't make the same mistake. And my man Edward just told you. He said, Kev just told you who authored the conception. They don't understand, Edward, but you do. That's what make this worth it. Is that people like you can check them. You know, you're not listening. You're not comprehending true love. Manu, y'all want to know all of these things. All of y'all whole world come from this. The whole holographic world where you think, oh, it's the meta and all this. Tesla, what's the beast? King of AI? Antichrist running with Trump right now? Who is that? This all from the school of this thought process. All of their science. This is why it's not real. It's all artificial intelligence. It's not real. It's a false sense of spirituality and a false sense of coming and going, wandering. Because they have no other place than the stars and just floating around the ocean All the little kids is figuring out that they're not in space, they in the ocean. Everybody knows this. Okay. Yeah, Mr. Elon. See, they bringing about, that's why I said, y'all gonna vote for this? They wanted the Antichrist, the mind frame of Antichrist. Okay. The stuff that this guy is dwelling in is Antichrist, the beast. The mind frame of Pan-Africanism and all of its spiritual, only thing they needed you to do was attach your ancestors to it. And now you're an occultist. And do what thou wilt shall be the whole of the law. What is the law? Do what thou wilt. They worship the Queen Mother, not the Father, and amended the laws accordingly. It's that simple. It's that simple. Once you took on this belief in Satan, and this is incorporated now, and you think you believe in God, the God of Scripture? No. You believe in God, but your mind frame is that of Aleister Crowley. You wonder after the mysteries in the mind of God like Aleister Crowley. You want to use that to be as powerful as you can be. Facts. So as I told y'all, these are going to be psychological doctors who place artificial gods over you and made the celestial bodies. This is all biblical stuff. Gods over you. So you scared of Jupiter. You scared of Saturn. You scared of that. You scared of Mars. Why? Because Aleister Crowley-minded individuals have placed them as deities over you. You scared to ask questions. The only thing you say is, I'm black and I'm proud. Well, being black is dead. Under the control, and that's right, Aleister Crowley wants you there. He wants you to dabble in the dead, in necromancy. See how that works? Just go ahead. You won't surely die. You're going to be all powerful, remember? So this is the science. And it's all, science is the study of what they believe in. All of y'all are just studying the mind of Lucifer. You're not even on the mind of God. You on establishing, you believe in Loki. You establishing the devil's rule on the earth. You help with that. You help with that. Look at them now. Dogecoin, Dogecoin. All this is illegal. They know it. They just got finished talking about the Federal Reserve. They taking it where? So all of y'all is going into the meta are the dead for an eternity. I'm not going with you. Bingo. Market of system be Antichrist. That's it. This is all the fulfillment of the beast. That's it. One world government. And the Christians is with it too. The Greeks. The other ones is that one. But they're all occultists. Damn. And what is Billy Carson? An occultist. A mushroom head occultist. What was young Pharaoh? An occultist. All of them believe they are God and took upon. Where did this stuff come from? Aleister Crowley. What's the hidden practices of the Divine Nine? Where does this come from? It's Luciferianism. Thank you, Edward, for listening. It's Luciferianism. Y'all is caught up in Luciferianism. You can't play the game of chess and not be a Satanist. Because both sides is controlled by the devil. So a lot of y'all just got to face what it is. That's just what it is. I didn't do none of that. I'm just uncovering a lot. So Doriel and these psychologists in the early 1900s with television and radio placed black people in mind control. And the gods y'all believe in are nothing more than celestial bodies and celestial nothingness of the mind of Aleister Crowley. Sorry, God, since you talking too much and you're not in my class. Sorry, and you're not saying anything. You want to be seen. Sorry. Goodbye. After the digital currency, the mark next is rolling in. No, the mark you talking about already happened. The mark is out. You been take the mark. The mark was early 1900s. The SIN numbers was given out. The tabulating machine start classifying people as black. Digital currency, that's been around. That's the American dollar. Dead money. Pirates' money. With foreigners on the money. With no backing. It's a fraud. Chuck E. Cheese. It only works when you believe it. They create all these boogeymen. But the same boogeymen are the prominent men in disguise. And they all go to church and put on robes and funny hats and say, I'm a Jewish person. I'm a Muslim person. I'm a this one. They're all occultic. They took from the scripture and reversed it and made it like they moved back in time and placed it like the Greek was first and then they came to this one and then to this one. But it's English. It's translated, the English translated into everything. That's why you get a better understanding of it all in English. You get a greater understanding. They got you thinking to think about every other language and they all trying to learn yours. They are trying to look like you, act like you, speak your dialect. It's English. Stop letting these Aleister Crowley Divine Nine believers. It's about a holographic universe. Show me. They wear these clothes and pacify themselves. They'll put a Christian outfit on. I mean, it doesn't matter. We see it all the time on a murder mystery. He was a priest. He was a preacher. He was into Islam. He was a Jewish man. And he did bad things. These ain't nothing but cloaks. Kev Rowe. Nothing but cloaks. Who is this? That's what I'm talking about. What? B from Texas contributed to this program. Shout out to Thomas Pams and the Pam family. That's what I'm talking about. Support this broadcast. So I'm not saying this like, oh, y'all are evil people, but I'm saying you living backwards, and it's evil to live backward. This is Adam's first mistake. His first religion. This is how he fell into sin, sisters and brothers. So while you going so hard against the peoples, you going against the scripture from the perception of a Hellenistic demon, when you need to be looking at this like you are part of God's community, and you need to be looking at this from a lawful and legal stance. First and foremost, you're here. So the laws was established right here. The greatest nation on the earth is right here. And you know it because it's law. It's the law that makes it what it is. You can't hate me for this. This is what it is. You got Jay-Z, the biggest battle rapper, calling himself God. I'm the God and all this. That's because they come from this ideology. When y'all say white people, I'm not talking about who classified as white living their lives every day. I'm saying, look, white supremacy is from you. If you have the mind frame of white supremacy, you have Mr. Dorian's mindset, and he's the founder of the White Brotherhood, the Illuminati. No, listen to me. You looking for the Illuminati, but you work for them. Contribute to this program. You looking for the Illuminati, but you work for them. That's why it's like a Scooby-Doo character to you. That's why. It's a Scooby-Doo. The Illuminati is a Scooby-Doo character that's like, ooh, don't ask, like Monsters Inc. Don't look under the bed. It's scary. And our people programmed us. You can't have a heart of fear to figure this out. He specifically dressed up like the Beast of Revelations for a reason. But in real life, he didn't go out like that. He went out like a businessman or a churchgoer or had a regular life and such, so forth and so on. Again, these are mind. Y'all ever seen that movie, The Manchurian Candidate? And who was behind all of that trauma? Psychologists, doctors. They the boogeyman. They set the temperature of fear here. So a lot of people are just afraid to go to speak because it'll feel like you going against the grain, and you are big time. And you are big time. But it's for a righteous reason. You got to come out of this. You don't know what this is? This is your Anunnaki.
I'm different. So I'm like, damn, no wonder. I really believe I'm an Anunnaki. I'm probably like, because what they say, the Anunnakis came down and started messing with the earth women and fell in love with them, and that's how they made the giants. And women and fell in love with them, and that's how they made the giant. I really believe I'm an Anunnaki. I'm probably like, because what they say, the Anunnakis came down and started messing with the earth women and fell in love with them, and that's how they made the giants. And it probably, I just feel like I'm part of that bloodline. I'm not from this planet.
Told y'all. Just retardation. I'm not fooling y'all. These people believe this shit. Where you from? Oh, man, he really cooking now, man. He's a space alien, man. Yeah, okay. Doing bad things. Now you know why all the celebrities got caught doing ritualistic behavior? Because they are Luciferians. So they are all guilty. Justice and judgment is on the earth. And y'all been just sitting back watching. But you want to know why? They're all Anunnaki. Anunnakians are Luciferians. Scientologists, all these different things, from time immemorial stories and concepts about who they call in Jesus, is all is psychological. Because these are legal issues, and the kingdom of God it's real. It's real. And you got to come out of this. Y'all thinking these people are Christian or something because they black and all. No, black means, nigga, alien. You're a foreigner in your own land, nigga. Dead to law. Maritime. A dead child. And you not understanding because the entertainers kept you entertained. Who's the queen of all these females? Y'all see her in the algorithm. That demon witch, that top demon witch, that all these black women want to communicate and know she's the witch. Listen, this was y'all favorite artist worship. Damn, huh? I know it's hard to know that your favorite female artist has to go through witchery and a witch of Lucifer or a queen of the damned to become successful in the eyes of media propaganda. Okay. Drugs, mushrooms, cocaine, LCD all come with opening up these chakras. So don't ask why they was at with Maxwell and Epstein, because they're all ritualistic Kabbalah, Aleister Crowley mixing with this and that one, and they mix all this stuff together and get caught in compromised position with their chakras. That's why. Don't get mad at me because you thought I was gonna be into rap or all this, man. We grew up in this for real. We do this for real, man. Kev Raw. 424-209-9506 is the number. Exposing it all. Like we've been on fire for what, a week and a half, 2 weeks? No, they really put me on fire when I did the video, and we was talking. Me and B was talking about the kingdom of heaven, and we was giving the how it would look and all of this, and we related that to pictures. Man, I got a lot to talk about. Shout out to Sounds Band too. Thank you for that, champion. Yeah, and I got a lot in me, and we behind in time, so gotta make it happen. Gotta get it all out. You know, Band too. Gotta get it all out. So the Anunnaki is these people, and their concepts is this. That's why Billy Carson's kids don't talk to him no more. I wouldn't talk to them neither. Cause they probably be up to no good doing things that make you not want to talk to them no more, right? That's usually how it goes. I mean, why would R. Kelly do this? Must be practicing bad things. We talking about the son of Lucifer. Who is this? This B from Texas. What up, B?
Hey, what's going on, sir?
What's up, champion?
Kev, you got me thinking. You put up Aleister Crowley.
Yes.
And you talking about how all these people Luciferian.
Yes.
Practice Luciferianism. All right. I remember when they had that eclipse, solar or lunar.
Yes, sir.
Either one. And we did that research, and Aleister Crowley was hearing voices and calling on Yale.
Oh, yes.
Big head alien. Yeah, the big head alien. All right, I had to think about the black side of it. They yam is Jacob when they talking about.
Yes.
So it's the same thing.
Greek versus
on both
what?
sides.
The New
Greek versus
the Nuwapians.
The Nuwapians, yo.
Damn.
That's it, Kim.
Damn,
I'm like, damn, bro.
Damn. So the Nuwapians all believe this. And the Nuwapians think the Greeks stole it from them, but the Greeks say y'all got it from us, and they all work for the devil, so it don't matter.
For real, that's like, we trying to find out who stole the TV. And then you like, I had the TV first, and you argue, y'all all wrong. Y'all all dirty. It's all wrong. This is wrong. Like you said, forbidden knowledge. That's exactly what it is.
Damn, you're right.
Tree of knowledge of good and
Forbidden
evil.
knowledge. Eating from the tree of good and evil. It's clear as day, and they trying to come in against me, and I'm trying to help them. And they say, Kev, you should break down the book of thought. What I say? That's from the tree of what? That's forbidden knowledge, bro.
Forbidden knowledge.
Facts.
And this is what y'all want. Y'all want forbidden knowledge. We're going to do the same thing. We love the original sin. You want crispy or original? So they want original.
Welcome to Sin's Chicken Spot. What would I take? A number one, please. I am God. Yeah, I can eat that one. Does that come with two biscuits? Good one.
Real, they love that original. Oh man, Kill, this is wild, man. This is wild.
It's amazing.
Every time it is. And then you played that clip with Dame Dash. These people telling the truth. Hey, we We love Lucifer. That's how we got our money.
That's how we
This
got
how
it.
we get down.
Anunnaki. We don't want to tell y'all Enliki and Enlil is Lucifer and they created us and we the children of the moon and dog star and all that. We made up all this and we really hurt people and kidnap traffic and bad people. And Lucifer ain't nowhere around because he tricked us and he really worked for God. And Kev tried to tell us and we sitting up on these couches looking stupid because Kev tried to tell us even our God repented and he's a tool of God himself. So y'all fucked. Good job.
And now they shaking in their boots because judgment is on earth. Yup.
Woo-wee.
Yes, sir.
So that's their conscious. We not conscious unless we come into the knowledge of Lucifer, which is the torch, the enlightenment, the serpent secretion on my brain. Ain't that a bitch?
That's exactly what's going on. Like, man, crazy, bro. No, that's what happened when you idols out of these people. That's rule number one. Have no other God. They doing everything wrong.
They pledge. They
just
pledge
like
to Lucifer. That's the pledge. Pledge
Yep.
of the dead, huh?
Pledge of the dead.
Damn.
It don't matter what name. That's what it is. Got 'em.
Gargamel.
Man, kid. Gargamel. Like, cartoon character dude, man. This is what we supposed to listen to? Man, no. No, thank you. For real.
So we
But
talked
nah,
about the
Kev,
holographic. Hey, go ahead, bro. I'll let you get back to the road. Thank you for calling in, champion. I know you drive it. I know you
Yes,
take care
sir.
of it. Thank you, champion.
Yes, sir.
My man, a great sponsor of the program, a call-in person, and you can. He's a great person here, sponsor of this program, and this is a beautiful thing when you can uncover that y'all Christ consciousness is nothing more than the light of Lucifer and the worship of the Prometheus within. Now come on, little Anunnakian third, three-eyed, penal gland opening bastard. Come on, ain't no religion higher than truth, punk. Now come get it. Come get it. Damn. Where do you think this come from? Where do you think the hermetic corpus come from? Aleister Crowley and mushrooms, and they need to develop an anti-Christ format to be against God in the Republic. In your case, let me put it in your stupid science then, since you want to be stupid. The Galactic Federation is on their way, you little bastard. And they're big, and they black, and they're mad, and they're strong, and you can't beat them with muscles and weapons. They real big. The Galactic Federation of the Anunnaki, yeah, they read scripture. Press one, they work for God. And that's their only mission, is to wake up every day and bring about the destruction of the hermetic principles of Satan. That's it? The holy man, you got me. The only mission, you got me. Let me put my hand behind my back. The only mission is to bring down Satan's kingdom and restore the republic in the honor of those saints who have fallen before us. Press one, Tupac Shakur, Nipsey, and them, and goes further than that. But, other than that, let me free. Leave me alone. That's all it's about. Figuring out the truth to bring down Satan's false augmented reality. Set thyself up as God on the land of America. That's it. Break that shit down. All this other stuff. And remember, I told you, all of the stars, children of the Anunnaki. That's why they look depressed. That's why they sad. Can't fucking up hip hop. They can't get no money. They're all sons of total loss. Don't they look like it? They look like sons and daughters of perdition, don't they? Press 1. People be dying of cancer, but it's really the worst forms of death. It be really AIDS time 30. Press 1. They out here doing bad things and being rejecting law and instruction, thinking it's a game. And they think, I'm going to sit right here and be like, oh, no, this man talking about some goddamn Anunnaki. Jay-Z was right to get away from him, and you was right to get away from him because all y'all is weirdos. Okay? Hanging out with that Brother Polite shit. You know why Brother Polite in penitentiary? Anunnaki did it. You know why your ass sitting up on Cam's news couch looking like sons and daughters? Because Anunnaki did it to y'all. The Anunnaki don't like y'all. Nobody likes you. I don't like you. But you don't like you. Press 1. Y'all was dancing around in videos and could have did a lot in the community, but now that y'all busted, and now y'all believe in the Anunnaki, and y'all been hanging out with Billy Carson. Let's take another look at this.
And I'm like, yo, it ain't no black aliens either. Like, come on, this Anunnaki, right? Like, world is listening to you. Adults are listening to you. Older people are kissing your ass. You know, you feel invincible. You know what I'm saying? As a kid, you feel invincible anyway. Imagine how invincible I felt. Like, look at the gear I got on. It's Anunnaki, right? But
Not like this. Not like this.
like all this time, I start kicking it with Billy Carson, and I'm hearing about the tall whiteys and the grays and all these different races of aliens, and I'm like, yo, it ain't no black aliens either. Like, come on, knock it off. And what came to find out is there's actually, the Anunnakis, the original Anunnakis are supposed to be black. So I'm like, damn, no wonder. I really believe I'm
Bang, 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 bang. Shut the fuck up. Doesn't matter, bro. Black aliens, now you white supremacists, now you know, oh, they all white, so we need a black one. Oh my goodness.
an Anunnaki. I'm probably like, because what they say, the Anunnakis came down and started messing with the Earth women and fell in love with them, and that's how they made the giants. And it probably, I just feel like I'm part of that bloodline. I'm not from this planet. I'm different.
Now, what made you guys not put the disc record out and only perform it the one time?
Wow. 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 Sir? Bro? I'm gonna be real with you, bro. Anunnaki not even in the 1828 dictionary, bro. So you can say it's in the Hebrew, but you don't even read the Hebrew, bro. Let's knock this shit off, bro. Don't come in my class like you read the Hebrew, trying to sound like you smarter than the average chat room person. You not reading the Hebrew, person. Boy, sit your dumb ass down in the back. Press 1. Anunnaki is giants or long neck in Hebrew. Shut the fuck up. What's wrong with you? That's the dumbest shit I ever. You know you don't read no damn Hebrew. Let's look at the word Anunnaki in the dictionary. Nothing. Nothing. This is not real. Is it in law? Can the law be changed based upon Anunnaki? Then that's white supremacy. See? Anything that's against us getting out of a prisoner of war mentality and reclaiming who we are is white supremacy. And anybody in the way of that is a dream thinker and a dream wanderer fucking brain and has no use to no type of rebellion against being a prisoner of war of not only the incorporated dead body of America, but a prisoner of war of the world of white supremacy. That's two. Damon, get your ass out of here. You don't know Hebrew. God's people know how to speak. You a buster. You can't speak. Press 1. Not real, bro. The Anunnaki, the Nephilim, all right, all of this is very symbolic, but it's not Thoth in them, bro. That's not that. I don't mean go buy the book of the Anunnaki produced by the Catholic Church with a white person on the back like Sarah McCoffin ass face. You're going to end up like Billy Carson. He's the same thing. Billy Carson. Dumbest shit you can ever read, bro. It has nothing. There is no law in Anunnaki that you can fix nothing. There's no spiritual practice in the Anunnaki that's going to lead to no type of redemption process for you. That's the Anunnaki is only white supremacist aliens. When think Anunnaki, Palladians, and you know what Palladians is? Do you understand what let me show you, black people. Huh? Nigga. Stop playing with Kev. Stop playing with Kev. Y'all's white supremacists. Even that y'all aliens is white supremacy. Press 1. 3 days of darkness ahead. Look at you. Look at you. Look. Look. They don't want to tell y'all this is the Palladium. The yellow flame goddess Safar said. Yeah, see, it's all white supremacy. It's the religion of white supremacy. Press 1. Look, Palladian, star seeds. Y'all asses out there singing songs. I am one of the greatest. Press 1. You a star seed too. Just because you're an alien. That's why. Not because you wasn't born here. You really are locked in. You're locked in. The alien Lucifer did this to you. The Palladians is Lucifer. Changed DNA. Press 1. We taking it. Give me the chip. Give me this shit, your retarded ass.
Current
Y'all don't drove us past the point of no return. Y'all don't make even the white aliens the supremacists, nigga. What the fuck is y'all doing, bro? Y'all know y'all believe in Atlantis? You can't be a part of the white community if you don't believe in Atlantis, fool. Press 1. If you don't believe in Atlantis, you won't be legitimized, fool. This your Christ consciousness? Hey, Art Jordan. Last our people said we zombies. They did a number on our people, didn't they? They did a fucking number, y'all. Keep playing. Keep playing with white supremacy. You're going to find out what their religion of death really is and what you subscribe to. Press 1. Y'all retarded. Y'all need to be doing things that's constructive before you carry on the mindset of your enemy. And they don't even like you. White supremacists don't like you. Nigga, they trying to beat you. Get you up out of here. Listen.
Embrace this truth. For it is the path not just to your own awakening, but to the awakening of all.
Yeah, right. This is their God, bro. This is Jesus. Press 1. No, hell no. Let me go. This is Jesus. When you finally realize you worship you was taught this by Lucifer, nigga, you gonna realize, like, what? Yep. I'd rather restart my learning all over again before I go to hell with Lucifer. You know why you curse? Because the Mormons believe that you curse. And the Palladians. Nigga, look. Stupid. You don't know that religion? Look, nigga, Mormon. Look, nigga, they more. Remember? Look, the Agent Alien.
Manchester, New York. September 21st,
I got the info.
1523.
Look.
As he settles into bed, a 17-year-old farmhand named Joseph Smith begins to say his prayers. Suddenly, without warning, an overpowering light envelops his room, and a robed figure appears.
Y'all in trouble.
According to Smith's account, not only was his robe exceedingly white, but his whole person was glorious beyond description. Speaking from the center of the light, the angel, whose name is Moroni,
Recorded a language,
This is the same language on the tablet.
but they recorded a language which he could not
Not
read.
like this. Not like this.
Wow. More tablet. Look at this. Damn.
A second visitation from Moroni told
This is where y'all getting y'all info from. Lecturer of History, Cal State. Gregory.
Joseph Smith where he could find what we might call a device of some kind that would allow him to read the text.
Joseph Smith was given this translating stone, the Urim and the Thummim, with which he was able to not only write down.
Nigga, just mind control. Nigga. Same thing. Repackaged, recertified, ready for Satan, your architect of your fantasy, to control you. This is a beautiful thing.
This
is a beautiful thing, family. Get back to it. Let me see. Am I all right? Now what's this? Huh? What's this?
Guys like to watch cop cam reaction videos, you gotta go and subscribe to my brother Heavy Gant. He said we smoking on that Anunnaki pack. Absolutely, salute to my brother Heavy Gant. You know we are. This dude every threat that this guy is trying to give to Wesley Huff about, I'm gonna sue you, I'm gonna take all your money from you, I'm gonna take
Fear. Role reversal, stupid. Role reversal. Role reversal. You find out these people don't know nothing. Nothing. Press 1. Oh, it's over, champion. B, you might want to call back in. See, it's the same thing, B. Remember we discovered Jeffrey Dahmer, dumbass? Remember? Y'all, being caught. Deceived greatly. Let me ask y'all a question. Do y'all remember this? Since we talking about this guy, remember him? You remember this dude? In your world, he'll look like this. He'll look like this. Hold up. Look, Y'all believe in some crazy shit. Now let's talk about the Palladian. The Palladians know you're cursed. Don't they, y'all?
Foxy.
Let me see. Mormons, blacks are cursed. Cartoon animation.
This video is brought to you.
Y'all quit playing with Kev. Kev don't figured it out. The anti-life equation. Joe retarded ass. You. That's why I said Billy Carson whole embodiment is what? Antichrist. Antichrist isn't one person. There are many who claim to be Christ and are not. And they all say we are Christ, we are Jesus, and we just found out justice is Christ. Jesus, justice, Christ. Now watch this. This is what white people and white supremacists was taught.
Regardless of its Christian veneer, the basic tenets of Mormonism are in direct conflict with biblical Christianity. The following piece of animation, based directly on actual Mormon publications, highlights these major doctrinal differences.
Mormonism teaches that trillions of planets scattered throughout the cosmos are
Boom. Already done. It's the religion of science.
ruled by countless gods who once were human like us.
Told you. Worshipping them as celestial. Look at who once was. Boom. Kev don't found it, bro.
They say that long ago on one of these planets, to an unidentified god and one of his goddess wives,
Superman. Nope. Lucifer man. Lucifer man. Remember? You know who this is. We just broke this down. I told y'all. We gonna step it up. And then we're gonna go over at night and go over to Coffee and Kush TV and chill out and talk about Puffy and them.
a spirit child named Elohim was conceived.
Boom.
This spirit child was later born to human parents who gave him a physical body. Through obedience to Mormon teaching and death and resurrection, he proved himself worthy and was elevated to godhood as his father before him. Mormons believe that Elohim is their heavenly father and that he lives with his many goddess wives on a planet near a mysterious star called Kola. Here, the God of Mormonism and his wives, through endless celestial sex, produced billions of spirits.
White babies.
It's not like this. Not like this.
White babies. Let's go.
Children. To decide their destiny, the head of the Mormon gods called a great heavenly council meeting. Both of Elohim's eldest sons were there.
I know Umar Johnson like, oh, hell no.
Lucifer and his brother Jesus.
What? Press one.
His eldest sons were there. Lucifer and his brother Jesus. A plan was presented to build planet Earth, where the spirit children would be sent to take on mortal bodies and learn good from evil. Lucifer stood and made his bid for becoming savior of this new world. Wanting the glory for himself, he planned to force everyone to become gods. Opposing the idea, the Mormon Jesus suggested giving man his freedom of choice, as on other planets. The vote that followed approved the proposal of the Mormon Jesus, who would become savior of the planet Earth. Enraged, Lucifer cunningly convinced 1/3 of the spirits destined for Earth to fight with him in revolt. Thus, Lucifer became the devil and his followers the demons. Sent to this world, they would forever be denied bodies of flesh and bone. Those who remained neutral in the battle were cursed to be born with black skin.
Not like this. Not like this.
With black skin. Black skin. And bone. Those who remain neutral in the battle were cursed to be born with black skin. Those who remain neutral in the battle were cursed to be born with black skin. This is the Mormon explanation for the Negro.
Not like this. Not like this.
To be born with black skin. Those who remain neutral in the battle were cursed to be born with black skin. This is the Mormon explanation for the Negro race. Nation for the Negro race. This is the Mormon explanation for the Negro race.
So Billy think, and these people think they children of Anunnaki, but what they saying is that they are really white people. I'm sorry, I can't do this shit. Hit that cash app. My cash tag is Gills Gang. I don't know, man. So that's why they act this Candace Owens. They don't got our Candace thinks she white. There's no white supremacy. I was born like this. I'm supposed to be cursed. It's an honor to have a white husband. Present one. I'm trying to tell you, all of them. So you a black person. When white people see you, they see you as a cursed being. You used to be white, but now you're not. So we're going to put this little hat on you, tether you to us, and make sure you understand why you're in the condition you're in. Because God of white Palladius has placed you here. In order to get back to Palladian land, you must come through me. One, Lucifer the Great, the greatest white nigga God celestial body in glorious to the motherfucking universe. And until you submit and understand, your ass gonna be a 13th and 14th Amendment citizen. You understand me, boy? You know your right. Your rights better fall under that 13th Amendment, boy. You got as much right as a cursed dead person. Don't you know God don't like you? Because you're black. You know what black mean? A dead white person who belong in a mortuary. That's why we incorporated America as a funeral home. And you think you live in a country. No, you're a resident. Fool of a goddamn mortuary in a cemetery. Fool, we get a tax break on you every day you wake up and die at night. Now we're going to develop a religion where you wake up and die every day, where you think you can astral project out this bitch. Press one. You go, okay. Why? Because I'm really a white man. I'm a cursed being. So Billy Carson, your eyes are sleepy because you like him, this guy here. You notice that? You're a cursed person. You see, Billy Carson with your sleepy-eyed looking ass, this how your wife see you. As a dead Palladian. Press one, and the prophecy must be true because you're a nigga. You that. Let's go.
The spirits that fought most valiantly against Lucifer would be...
The Catholic Church tells the same story, of course. That's why they're all the same. You don't understand. Jesus, the white Jesus you know, is not your justice. That's Prometheus. And the mother, look. R. Jordan, I wish we could make cartoons 3D animation, bro. This is about to be a crazy 2025, bro. I finally understand, like, our people, YouTube, and, like, what they believe in. We got to take this shit back to Elmo's world. You feel me? La, 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 because Universe 25 is fucked up. We're fucked up, bro. They didn't even know this. What you mean this is comedy? This is white supremacy. Nigga, this is what it's like living in the Kremlin, you German man. White black people, know what the fuck I'm talking about. You out of town, out of foreigners, British, Colombian ass niggas, and you foreign islanders, you better get in the line. You better order. You better recognize this the truth. I know you Haitian people really want to be white. I know you Haitian women really think y'all look white with that pink lipstick and red lipstick, but you just look like cursed beings. You would never fit in. They developed a whole Palladian Freemasonic group and told you, go do over there. Press one. You are a cursed being, and the Catholics know it. Everybody knows it, but you. Like an old Brandy song. Press one.
Born into Mormon families on planet Earth. These would be the lighter-skinned people, or white and delightsome, as the Book of Mormon describes them.
Told you, white and delightful.
Early Mormon prophets taught that Elohim and one of his goddess wives came to Earth as Adam and Eve to start the human race. Thousands of years later, Elohim, in human form once again, journeyed to Earth from the starbase Kolob, this time to have sex with the Virgin Mary, in order to provide Jesus with a physical body.
Ready. Press one. Hit it hard from the back. Roll the BAAL on the floor. I know 12 things what you want, and then you need to know right now. There'll be 3 knocks on the door, my baby. His white
This
robe
time to
hits the floor,
have sex with the Virgin Mary, in order to
sit down in the chair, my baby.
provide Jesus with a physical body.
Y'all are insane. That's God.
After Jesus Christ grew to manhood, he took at least 3 wives.
Look.
Mary.
3 of them. Press one. I'm Trump, bro. Nigga.
3 wives.
It's my dog. Now that's my king. But what?
3 wives. Mary, Martha, and Mary Magdalene. Through these wives, the Mormon Jesus, for whom Joseph
Billy Carson should have used this. He would have won.
Smith claimed direct
I'm coming. I got you, Billy.
descent, supposedly fathered a number of children before he was crucified.
I got you. I got you, Billy. Kids and everything. They didn't get the story right. Somebody got the story twisted. You got kids and everything.
And Mary Magdalene.
Lord have mercy.
Through these wives, the Mormon Jesus, for whom Joseph Smith claimed direct descent, supposedly fathered a number of children before he was crucified.
Kids everywhere.
According to the Book of Mormon, after his resurrection, Jesus came to the Americas to preach to the Indians, who the Mormons believe are really Israelites.
Just like the Hebrews?
Not like this.
Y'all Mormons?
Not like this.
The Hebrew Israelites are Mormons. You niggas don't fucked up. Y'all Mormons. Oh my goodness. Damn. This is where America got its history from. I told y'all it's a daydream.
Thus, the Jesus of Mormonism established his church in the Americas as he had in Palestine.
Look, ain't no niggas there. Just a bunch of sea people. You know who them is. Now, how y'all got the same hats? We already found these hats in history. These the Russian. You know what the fuck is y'all doing way back then with them? Just slot told you. Give me that. Now we know that didn't happen because they had guns, so they had to create cowboys and Indians. Because they'll be like, wait, these motherfuckers, if they ever dig up these people, they ain't died from swords, nigga. We killed these motherfuckers with bullets. We gotta rearrange this story. So they brought you cowboys and Indians. So they had to change up real quick and shit, and gave you so many stories of cowboys. But at first, the real story was gonna be the Romans and the Indians. Press one. Billy, I got you. I'm trying to tell him, bro.
By the year 421 AD, the dark-skinned Indian Israelites, known as Lamanites, had destroyed all of the white Nephites in a number of great battles.
I'm scared. I'm waiting to see where the black people at. I'm scared for this.
Nephites' records were supposedly written on golden plates and buried by Moroni.
I told you, Billy, they're not green. They're golden plates. See? I got you.
Last living Nephite in the hill Cumorah. 1,400 years later, a young treasure seeker named Joseph Smith, who was known for his tall tales, claimed to have uncovered these same gold plates near his home in upstate New York.
Sound familiar?
He is now honored by Mormons as a prophet because he claimed to have had visions from the spirit world in which he was commanded to organize the Mormon church.
That's what I had too. I had a connection with the spirit world, but he didn't tell me to organize the Mormon church. Oh, that's crazy. And that's a prophet? Okay.
Because all Christian creeds were an abomination.
Look.
It was Joseph Smith who originated most of these peculiar doctrines which millions today believe to be true.
Told you.
By maintaining a rigid code of financial and moral requirements and through performing secret temple rituals for themselves and the dead, the Latter-day Saints
told you
hope to prove their worthiness and thus become gods. The Mormons teach that everyone must stand at the final judgment before Joseph Smith, the Mormon Jesus, and Elohim. Those Mormons who were sealed in the eternal marriage ceremony expect to become polygamous gods in the celestial kingdom, rule over other planets, and spawn new families throughout eternity.
Oh my goodness.
The Mormons thank God for Joseph Smith, who claimed that he had done more for us than any other man, including Jesus Christ. The Mormons believe that he died as a martyr, shed his blood for us, so that we too may become gods.
He better not turn around at the end. Why he got his hands out like Saint Kevin? Why he got his hands out like Saint Kevin? That ain't nothing new. Press 1. Hit the like button and subscribe. So you're a Christian in their world. This is the religion of America, bruh. This is it. This is their version of Christianity. Did you know that? I got a version that's real. They got aliens and Jesus and came out the sky and the ones who stayed neutral like we did in World War. We just black because we was white. And who just stayed neutral, we became Christian. During the time of world wars, and we ain't in this. Look. That's why. They're black, that's why. Negroes. Hit that like button and subscribe. I want to give a special shout out to those who support this broadcast. I do want to have enough energy to come back for my night show, Coffee and Kush Late Night with the Row right there on channel 54. I'm going to drop the link in my Patreon if you want to be a part of the show. Talk about the specific topics that comes up in a few hours. Feel free to do so. You know, but these were the people who were put in charge to change the roles at the DAWs and make history backward and make themselves as Indians and make it look like they fight themselves. And Genghis Khan did this and all the bones and all this one, just in case they find bones. Genghis Khan, remember, characters, fantasy, not real. This is a whole death army. And you in a POW camp and dead hands. That's why you in dead hands, because it's a mortuary. You in a mortgage. Press when you ain't own no land because you're dead. And the dead man has you're in dead hands. You're tied to the land. So you're dead. Thank you. The deed. So, you know, it is a trust. It is something like that out there, but you're in a company, not a country. So what type of company puts insurance and worships the dead and operate out of necromancy, and its whole religious structure is that of the cosmos and that of the dead or the underworld. Hell, like you gotta really peep that. You gotta know that. That's a cemetery. You're in dead hands. That's a cemetery. This is a contract. Type in contract. A tombstone is a contract. A ledger. Yes. A tombstone is a ledger. You're renting space. That's all you're doing. And in a world where you used to own, you think you worked in a feudal system. You think you worked 365 days in a year, 40 hours. That's how you think. You got the wrong perception of what you were and what it is to work and believe in God and what a republic is and what common law is and all these different. You got a lot to learn, and you can't learn that in Thoth. That's not in the green tablet. How to get free from classification for being black. Now look at him. Billy Carson can never be reclassified because his mind frame is that of an Atlantean. He's a white supremacist. He don't understand. Candace Owens cannot be rehabilitated. She's under the delusion. She lost all contact with supremacy and white supremacy and became that. She said she couldn't find not one smart African American man that she can relate to. So a Lloyd of London who families took part in robbing your people is your best choice in the whole world. You know, people who believe in this concept, you ain't nothing but an incubator. And then y'all be like, oh, you need to do, like, oh, black men ain't shit. You're being looked at as just somebody they can have babies with. You're nothing more than a fetish. You know? And for y'all info, they love making love to dead bodies. That's what this shit is about. Necromancy. Fucking the dead and having dead babies. You don't get it in law. You think it's some ritualistic thing that's gonna help you with sin. Damn, Kev killing them out here. Bars. Killing them out here. Your whole religious construct is your own destruction. Your alchemist theories is scientifically based on Aleister Crowley demonic ass and what they used to do to our people in homes and convalescent homes and study us and break your whole complex is white supremacy. That's why even your black leaders, it all gonna go back to Walter Plecker, Marcus Garvey. Y'all can say whatever y'all want. Marcus Garvey, Walter Plecker, black people robbed, dead in law, losing the war, Haile Selassie. Y'all got to do your own research or go, get ready to join the Patreon where those history lessons will be downloaded and re-uploaded there. Thank you. Bars. What a beautiful time it is to be alive. 424-209-9506. Call in if you like. But the Anunnaki is not anything. That's just, those are just fallen angels, demons. You ain't doing nothing but trying to communicate. And that's all Tesla and him was doing. Trying to develop electromagnetic frequency to telecommunicate with the celestial bodies and Saturn and Jupiter and all the sounds that y'all be hearing and the sounds of the universe is their way of trying to find the right frequency to connect with the celestial bodies, but they will never. Press 1. They will never. You'll never travel out of space to see Lucifer and you gonna go right through it. Where you gonna go? What's gonna happen? Y'all better go watch that movie Night at the Museum. You nothing but a small character trying to get out of something. It's not happening. 424-209-9506. So yes, Billy Carson and their analogies are is that of Antichrist. I know y'all say, why is Billy Carson so hateful towards God in the Bible? Because his creators and his analogy comes from a place, the opposite end of the spectrum of Scripture. So they're coming from the perspective of Satan, and they created a whole religious construct of Satan and the fallen angels and the celestial bodies, and you believe in Saturn, Jupiter, and all that, then you are Satanist. You believe that those are gods up there. You are Greek. You can't be a Greek Christian because you believe in Roman gods. That will be illegal in the republic or in a religious structure. That's illegal in God's kingdom. Go ahead, Deb. You on the air?
Yes, sir. This is Deborah from Florida.
Yeah.
I have my sound down in the background, but I can see your face. I have a couple of quotes from that there Maurice Doriel.
Yes.
Mr. Dobbins. One of the quotes he says is, I have had personal contact with the D-Row and even the underground caverns.
Wait a minute. You broke up. He had personal contact with what?
The D-Row, it's spelled D-E-R-O. He's speaking of these creatures, part of the Green Emerald tablets. He is the writer, the interpreter of the Green Emerald tablets. He's also the beginning of the Brotherhood of the White Temple.
That's right.
And this does relate. It says that the D-Row were in the underground caverns and he visited them, which in the outer world, they are represented by an organization known loosely as the Black Brotherhood, whose purpose is the destruction of the good principle in man. And
good job, Dad.
It says the underground cities and caverns are, in the most part, protected by space warps, a science known to the ancients. The masters or adepts do not rule, they guide and direct man in his spiritual evolution. Because so many have tried to make the
from good.
Yes, sir.
Because, okay, so it's taking them directly to hell.
Yes, sir.
Yes, ma'am. It's a doorway to hell.
Yes, sir.
That's right.
This man is a character who is Aleister Crowley, and we know that that is theosophy.
Yes.
And his writings come directly from Blavatsky.
From Madame Blavatsky. Go ahead.
Blavatsky, directly from. Many men have tried to make the White Lodge a supernatural thing rather than what it is, a group of persons who have evolved mentally, physically, and spiritually ahead of the mass of mankind. Much misperception has arisen, and it is the most coldly logical group I have ever contacted. Now, when we go over and see that he is interpreting, he is a German scholar. These are all German scholars. They use the word German. It doesn't mean where they're really from, but they are embedded in that Caltech. They are embedded in these colleges in California.
Well, of course. Now, look, Shiva just posted the gateway process. I said a gateway, a portal, a way, boom. You see?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Entryway. And then the gateway process was a CIA mind control, holographic, induced with drugs and all of this other stuff, correct?
Yes, sir. Using the patients in the hospitals and in the transient camps and in anywhere that they could place a Negro and keep him and hold him to test out their theories. And their theories are, how can we keep them down? How can we keep them from ever waking up? There are many interpreters of those emerald tablets. And they all go back to do as thou will, as above, so below. It's all theosophy. The Father is the sun and the Mother is the moon. All of it is the same genre of bullshit. Excuse me. These men, he looks like Albert Pike, sir. This man called Maurice Doreal, Aleister Crowley, and Albert Pike.
They all have the same theosophies and stuff, right?
Yes, sir.
No.
Who started the Negro Masonry?
Oh.
And
okay. So he gave them the spiritual access to what they.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. That makes
Yes,
sense.
sir.
I'm gonna do a little research on that, but yeah.
Yes, sir. I will back out of the class, but I had to call in because the Prince Hall Masons were started by a man that looks like this guy you put on the screen.
So if the Prince Hall Masons, even if they carry the same philosophy, they're trapped within that energy grid. Thank you for that.
Yeah, okay. Thank you, sir.
Yes,
Bye.
ma'am. Wow. Well, fucking said. Well said. A psychic driving. Got you. Okay, the gateway program, the gateway process. This is what you're trapped. This is the get out phase. This is what you're in. This is what you're in. You notice it got real quiet. Where the trolls go? Where the trolls go? Oh. Slowed that shit down. Oh. Students now. Okay. The CIA analysis and assessment of the gateway process is a training system designed to alter consciousness and escape time and space. Oh, my mama. So you're forever stuck in time and space. The CIA investigated this technique in '83, focusing on psychic research and remote viewing. Oh, my goodness. Oh, this is great. It feels so good to get back to the study of things. I'm glad they opened my page back up. So all of these different things was consistent of LSD, mushrooms. They knew psychedelic drugs affected. Again, we're talking about the conscious energy grid of what? Universe 25. Why are people locked in this mental hellish prison that Tupac was talking about? How are we condemned already? Who did this? That's the angle. That's the spirit I'm coming from. Anybody else not coming with that, just have a seat. Maybe you'll develop over time. I don't know. But that's it. Like, who put us in this position? So the conscious energy grid of Universe 25, that's what we unlocking that. And how did we end up so drug induced? Went from property owners and land owners to like crackheads and motherfuckers who think so far into the fucking planet Pluto, How did that become the norm? And who reversed, who made that the standard in our community? Well, come to find out, gateway process. You dealing with Albert Pike and all this. The gateway process meditation. So that's all y'all doing. Secrets of the gateway process. How to create and manifest your reality.
What's up, Pressure Crew?
Oh, my mama. Christ consciousness, huh? Let's get to it. Support this broadcast. 424-209. We've been on the air 2 hours and 20 minutes. I give it 10 more minutes. Let a few people call in if you like. That's next. See? Right here. That easy. This is what y'all believe. So you already in it. Manifestation, remember? Yeah, it's part of the gateway process. Said your whole religious construct because you turned away from the law. Now you trapped in the kingdom of Satan's LED 5, 2, 3, 4 dimensions of reality and keep going. They gonna push the bar even further. Now they saying space ain't even no end to space to your deadness. It's just forever and ever. They don't even know. It's galaxies within galaxies that are actually upside down from the other galaxy because then you have to turn the mathematical equation this way to make it fit. Type of nonsense. Come on, family. Cavro University thanks all those who support this broadcast down to the lowest dollar. TW, shout out for your $5 contribution. Thomas Payne, $2 contribution. Yanan, $20. Thomas Pam's on $2. B from Texas, shout out to you. Michael Bell, Lita McCoy, Shoe 87, Bo Cat, Ashley Tolliver, Damian Butler. Yeah, you notice I'm getting my 2025 started early. Yeah, this whole year we doing at the end of 2025. I want to have the monetary fund to show that YouTube and talking about things that's constructive actually pays off, and it's for the benefit of more than just myself. And that's what we do. 5 years already, 6 years. Well, this is the year. So yeah, I may not be a good YouTuber, but this is where everything from our homegrown shirts, the things I actually take time to buy the material and get them printed and done and stuff like that. Just becoming more professional, even at the lowest levels of YouTube, to maintain this positive outlook. But the conscious grid, the energy grid, Christ consciousness, all of the Greek gods and all of these Archimedes and all of this is just, it's blasphemy. Because the real story is about George, the restoration of God's people, black people being made black in law, which is illegal. These is God's common law people. These are the sovereigns. These are the people who made the money and had the gold and the silver to supply J.P. Morgan and Grover Cleveland brain. It made them come together and say, we need to steal everything from them. They're going to have to go on a great migration or something. I don't know. But we got to take everything from them because what they have could supply the whole world. And here we are today. You're trapped in some dream world. You need to get back to God, the Supreme Court, supreme law. You stuck at a 13th and 14th amended stupid level of a federalized citizen where you're dead. You need to rise above that. You want to be Jesus, walk on water? Well, the water represented what? The many peoples and all of that. But on the land, the water is representing law. You're under the control of that law. Maritime. Law of the beast of the sea. Stuck in between what they call it, the Terminator solstice. Stuck right there, frozen in time. Until you can think your way out of the prison camp. You can't beat your way. The prison guards is too strong. You ever seen Nazi death camp? Why do you think they didn't leave? They're nigger. They had to build a tunnel to get out, but we can't build a tunnel. We have to come from within and know it from inside out. We can't NFL catch many touchdowns as you want to. You will never be free. Shoot as many Steph Curry basketballs at the right angle with your foot up and do Allen Iverson crossover and have the crowd saying, ooh, ain't even gonna do it. You can tap dance forever. You got to do the same thing with your mind in law as well. At least one of your kids got to go into law. At least one of them. Because somebody got to learn how to comprehend and interpret this. And get out of this conscious energy grid. We need to, all the conspiracy theorists need to investigate this from a perspective of being black. We still caught in this. We be saying we believe in God, but we take on Albert Einstein's theory of evolution like we monkeys. We believe in Jupiter's star. We actually believe Tesla is flying backwards in the universe, upside down and shit, when we need to feed veterans. The richest man on the planet is in government right now. And y'all sitting up here letting them burn energy fuel with made up concepts about traveling the stars and develop robots that take your position. Are you stupid? Cavro, wake up, learn something, support the broadcast, Cavro University.